Export controls were originally conceived as tools to prevent the spread of weapons of mass destruction and to fight global terrorism. Following the Cold War, and especially after 9/11, the United States strengthened its export control system under the Export Administration Regulations, or EAR. But over the past decade, these controls have evolved from defence to dominance.
The U.S. has a long history of leveraging its economic standing to assert its position in the world. The use of economic countermeasures as a tool to advance U.S. foreign and national security priorities is fundamentally here to stay.
In recent years, particularly since 2018, Washington has repurposed export controls to curb the rise of China's high-tech industries. By 2022, the Biden administration introduced sweeping semiconductor export restrictions aimed at cutting off China's access to advanced chip manufacturing tools and technologies.
For the sake of our economy and jobs and cost and our national security, we have to make these semiconductors in America once again.
In its latest update, in March 2025, the Trump administration added 54 Chinese companies and organisations to its export control list amid heightened trade tensions. These unilateral actions have not only hindered US-China tech collaboration, but also disrupted global innovation networks. From Asian chip makers to European equipment suppliers, many global firms now find themselves trapped in an ever-tightening web of American compliance requirements. The US is extending its domestic laws far beyond its own borders through the practice of so-called long-arm jurisdiction, interfering with normal commercial exchanges between China and third countries. One of the most prominent examples is the Netherlands-based ASML, the world's leading supplier of extreme ultraviolet or EUV lithography machines, a crucial equipment for advanced semiconductor manufacturing. In 2023, under pressure from the United States, the Dutch government revoked licenses for ASML to export certain deep ultraviolet or DUV tools to China, despite those tools not being subject to any direct EU embargo. ASML warned that such moves risked undermining global supply chain resilience and international business confidence.
You know, this whole semiconductor industry is part of an electronic food chain around the globe. Yeah? It's all connected. Try to block part of it, the whole chain will suffer significantly. So I think it is up to the politicians to use their senses and say, let's make sure that we don't kill this ecosystem which is providing so much value for the entire world.
Washington's aggressive extraterritorial enforcement has sparked growing unease globally. Major US chip makers, including Nvidia and AMD, have reported significant financial impacts due to the new export controls. Nvidia expects a $5.5 billion charge related to its H20 chips, while AMD anticipates an $800 million hit. These restrictions have led to stock declines and raised concerns about the broader effects on the global semiconductor market.
The integrated circuit industry has gradually evolved into a globally interconnected framework. Actions taken by the United States are causing unease worldwide. Their focus on developing their own industries has created a sense of insecurity not only in China, but also in other regions like Europe and Asia.
The Semiconductor Industry Association, or SIA, representing 99% of the US semiconductor industry by revenue, has warned that overly broad and unilateral export controls could harm the industry without enhancing national security. When laws cross borders, so do the consequences. The US overreach not only threatens fair competition, but risks turning the global tech ecosystem into a fragmented battlefield, and the cost may be innovation itself.